Alright, so welcome back to my channel, you guys. Want to go ahead and review the new Huda Beauty Tantour Contour and Bronzer Cream. Now, when I first heard about this, you guys, I was kind of confused because when it comes to contour and bronzer, they don't do the same exact thing. So I was just kind of like, what is going on here? But when I saw the colors in person, I think what she meant was you can use them as bronzers and the other colors you can use as a contour cream. So I think that's what she meant, but I don't know for sure. But I did pick up the shade medium, and I'm so excited to try this out and see how it applies on the skin, how it wears, and whatnot. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it, you guys. I'm so excited to try this out, and yeah. Alright, so when it comes to the contour and bronzer cream, I did pick up the shade medium, and I also saw the shade tan, which would work as a contour on me. But when it comes to contouring, you guys, I really don't do that often. I love a very bronzy look on me, at least for me, I do. So I did pick up the shade medium, and with this, when I saw it in person, I really love the packaging because it reminds me of the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder. They're very, very similar, and let me show you guys that. Alright, so these are the two next to each other, and of course, the powder is a lot more bigger and bulkier, whereas the contour cream is a little bit more slimmer and smaller. So they look very, very similar, you guys. There's almost no difference between the two. But when it comes to the contour cream itself, you guys, I tried it on the back of my hand in the store, and it was so creamy and so blendable. So I feel like once I apply it on the face, it will do the same exact thing. And quick story, you guys, I was actually looking to buy the Chanel So Delay, I think that's what it's called, bronzer cream, and I noticed they didn't have any in my shade, so I was low-key upset. But when Huda came out with this, I was so excited because it's almost like she read my mind that I was looking for this product. But I think I want to apply my concealer first. I do have the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Chestnut, and I've been really loving this, so I'm going to quickly apply this on the face. And I'm going to use my sponge, but it's still soaking wet, so I'm going to use my shirt, y'all. I am keeping it so real today to wring it out, so I'm using my shirt right now just to get all the water out. I'm just going to blend. And y'all, when it comes to this concealer, I am very impressed because I haven't been using orange corrector because I haven't found one that I really love. And with this, I don't use any corrector on my skin, and it just covers up all my dark circles, all my dark marks, and whatnot. So I have been really loving this so far. Alright, so time for the Tantour. I do want to read what it claims on the back of the box, and it claims to be a cream to powder, contour, and bronzer. So that's really good for oily skin because basically it's saying it's a matte powder and also it's a beautiful application, water and sweat resistant, and long lasting finish. So those are some good claims. I'm excited for that. And this was $30. It is a little bit pricey, of course, but with cream contours, I do realize they do last a little bit longer than most. And I also noticed that it says tan and tone on here, so that's really cute. And when you open it up, this is what it looks like in here. So like I was saying before, I do think it will last a little bit longer than most just because it's a cream contour. It is $30, but I feel like the Chanel one was a little bit more. And with this, it does come with about 0.11 grams. So I'm not sure if that's a lot because I don't know my math right now, but okay, so when it comes to applying this, I'm not sure if I want to use a brush or a sponge because I want it to be very natural on the skin. I low-key want to go with the sponge first just because I want it to be very sheer on the skin. So let me just try it out. I'm just going to dab it in here, and with this, you really don't need a lot because it's very, very creamy. So a little bit does go a long way. And I'm just slowly building it up. I can already see it on my skin. I feel like this shade is going to be really, really good just because most shades like this are very orange on my skin, whereas this one's a little bit more on the neutral side. And then I'm just dragging it to my forehead, and I just love, you guys, how easy this is to work with because most contour creams out there are very, very stiff. As much as I love Anastasia, their contour cream palette was very, very stiff, and I had to use oils a lot of times when I use that product. But with this, y'all, it is just so creamy and blendable. Okay, so really quickly, I want to go ahead and compare the two sides. And of course, I just have foundation on my skin. But once I turn to this side, it looks very bronzy. It's bringing the warmth and just like those bronzy vibes I'm always talking about. I love how natural it looks on the skin. So far, I'm really loving it, you guys. Okay, so over on this side, I do want to use my e.l.f. foundation blurring brush. And I do love this because it blends cream products really, really well on my skin. So I do want to try this out. And of course, I think they will look the same at the end, you guys. But I just want to see if it's easier with the brush. And of course, I'm patting some product onto the skin. I'm just dragging it up just to make everything even. But it still works well with a brush, you guys. Like, I'm having no issues at all blending this out. And when I'm done with my brush, you guys, I always go in with my sponge just to make sure everything looks very nice and blended on the skin. And honestly, both sides look the same to me, you guys. Like, nothing looks better than the other. And honestly, I kind of like the sponge just a little bit more because it's just easier to work with. You just go ahead and dip it into the product and then apply it on your skin. I just think it's a little bit easier to work with. But so far, I'm just loving the way this looks on the skin. I just think it looks very natural and it's very easy to work with. And yeah, like, I'm really impressed, you guys. Like, I wasn't expecting this. And to bake my face, of course, I'm using my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder in the shade Kunafa. So while I'm baking, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my face off camera because I don't really feel like you guys need to see all of that. We're just here for the cream contour, and I'll give you guys my final thoughts on this product once I'm back. Alright, so I'm back with my Huda Beauty Tantour in the shade medium, and honestly, I feel like I don't have to say too much about this product. Y'all can just look at my face and see that it is just an amazing product. I love the way it blended on the skin, the way it looks, and also what I noticed when I was doing my makeup. This doesn't have any shine to it. It's a very nice matte cream product, which is kind of hard to find nowadays. If it's creamy, it's usually very shiny, but with this, it's a matte product. And if you're oily, you guys, you need to jump on this because this is amazing, and I am just loving it on my skin. And I feel like this shade is perfect for a bronzer on my skin tone, at least. It honestly just adds a lot of warmth to the skin, and it doesn't have too many red or orange undertones. That is my problem when it comes to some bronzers, you guys. They have that very red undertone, but with this, it's more on the neutral side, but at the same time, it looks very pretty on the skin. And they have so many shades, you guys. They have tan, they have one more shade called Rich, and they have some lighter shades, of course. So all around, you guys, I love this product. I'm going to use it all the time. And I now have two favorite products from Huda. Their Easy Bake Powder, of course. You guys have seen this on my channel a lot. And also their cream contour bronzer product. I always forget to say that. But with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed my video. Don't forget to like, subscribe on your way out. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one.